to adjust the camera?
Is that
okay?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to adjust here.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Don't do it. No.
Don't do it.
Oh, no. All right. Turn the volume down on my phone.
Please respect the laws of the library.
Library?
Well, you know.
This ain't no library.
They get loud up in this joint.
We're not doing no book learning here.
Unless it's got a lot of pictures in
it. Or one of them books on tape. All right.
Or one of them there caramel sutras. Yeah. All right. Hey. On that note, hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of
Living the Scream, the behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey. And this is the Mummy and the Monkey YouTube channel. We are resellers by day and horror film hosts by night. And I'm Janet. Who are you?
I'm James, the monkey. How's that look? I can be grim. Hey, what's buzzing? Oh, Lordy.
Now you just look like a bad Elvis impersonator.
I don't know what that looked like. Oh, I just saw that and had to try it.
I'm trying to see where the live chat went. There we go.
They probably all ran out of room.
Okay, I see one person.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, where'd the screen go?
See how fun it is?
There we are. Okay.
How easy it is to drive this thing.
And not everyone might catch us live, but that's okay.
Why not? I thought that was the
People could watch the replay.
I'm out of here. I'm done with this.
All right,
I'm not doing it.
I see Bobby and there's Dragor.
What you
Dragor?
What you did not do before we did this?
What did I not
load
do?
the video into the thing.
Oh, well, you can load the video into it.
We'll have
still,
to do it. Yeah, we'll have to just drop it in live. It's okay. I think we can figure that out.
Do you guys like my cool socks?
Yes. Can you say this on the air, as they say? I
can abbreviate it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my lucky socks, and it says, "My cat is cool as F."
Sleep.
So yeah, I'm wearing my cat socks.
Not E, not G, but F.
Yeah, my cat is cool as F. That's what my socks say.
And who got you those cool socks?
You got me those cool socks. Those are my lucky socks.
Because I'm cool as F.
Because I wore them today, and we went to the flea market, and it brought me good luck. So now they're my lucky socks.
Matter of fact, it brought us both good luck. I think we both did really well. I think we'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting to. Should we do like an update or something like that? Maybe, I don't know.
An update on what?
Like
what sold from this haul?
Oh, this is so great. And then do people know if it was or not? Or
we could do that.
Or can we just come back licking our wounds and saying, maybe we overshot?
We could.
I mean, we spent 10 grand today, so hopefully we will. And then...
Well, I don't know what you'd spent, but I didn't spend quite that much.
Well, we may have spent the equivalent of 10 grand if it was 1920. Yeah.
Yeah, if you consider inflation.
Because,
yeah, maybe.
Because surprisingly, when we find out $20 was like $1,000 or some crazy.
No, it wasn't quite that. It wasn't quite that bad, but.
No, it was really weird. It was such a strange, really? That's why bread was a nickel.
Yeah.
That's highway robbery. When it was 3 cents last week. What the hell?
Anyways, so we went to the flea market this morning. We went to an indoor flea market.
Yes.
In the Northeast Ohio area, and we found some really cool things for eBay. So how this podcast works, if you guys have never seen it before, half of the podcast we talk about our day jobs where we sell things online for profit, hopefully. And
fingers crossed.
We also talk about, in the other half of the podcast, behind the scenes of our characters, the Mummy and the Monkey, Janet, Decay and Grimm Gorri, where we talk about, movies and behind the scenes stuff and maybe appearances and things like that we're going to be doing with the characters.
Any recent medical procedures, that kind of stuff.
No. Yeah. Don't go into that many details.
Okay, well, did cut it off at that? Okay.
Yeah. We're not going to tell everyone our life story.
Okay.
But we can share some things going on.
We can, as close as we can to any kind of updates on our medical conditions and any the latest thing that might have fallen out of some place. I don't know. Anyway,
he just rambles on sometimes.
Yes, I do.
All right.
You still married me. What's wrong with you?
So we got up early, 5:45 this morning?
Yes. We were supposed to get up at 5, but, sleep happens.
Yeah.
And, or as you would say, ship happens. No, we got, but for us, we got up relatively early to try to catch the, because we're, when we go to the flea market, sometimes it's not till like 8 o'clock when everything is, half gone by. Everything's gone by 6:30 there. So
here's the thing. I used to be an early bird person. I used to, when I was a manager for a company, I would get up at like 5 in the morning almost every single day, going to work at like 7 or 8 in the morning. So I used to be like that early bird person. And even before I was working as a kid, I would get up early and watch cartoons.
Oh, child labor laws?
No, I would get up early to watch my cartoon shows.
You had to work to watch it. Okay.
No, to watch my stories.
Get that bowl of cereal.
With your Fruity Pebbles cereal or whatever.
So we've been like self-employed for the last bunch of years, and you can just kind of make your own hours. And some people we still like to get up early as we can. You'll get fully dressed.
Yeah, even though like
to work.
We might not be going anywhere on some days, but yeah, for me to like get into work mode, I still have to throw on at least a t-shirt and jeans. At least get dressed. At least brush your hair, look decent. Don't walk around in sweatpants all day.
No. I don't. I walk around in underwear. So
you don't wear any pants.
That's right. Sweatpants, dress pants.
But I still feel like I have to somewhat get dressed, even if I'm not going anywhere, even if I am self-employed and working from home, just to be like in work mode.
I probably wear more clothes to bed than I do all day around the house. Isn't that weird?
You probably do.
It's kind of weird.
You're so funny with
that. John Johnson says, Greetings all. He says, I'm an early person. I like to work out before work. See?
Okay. So it gets his morning run in or the morning trip to the gym or something.
Let's see. Dragoor says, some good buys. You be the judge. We'll go over everything. We're going to do actually, we got planned here. We're going to do a walkthrough, right? Because we might just do a little bit of Mummy Monkey. Depends on but we have
some Mummy Monkey stuff we could talk about a little later. Yes. And this could go a little bit over an hour.
So we got about, put the kids to bed, whatever. I don't know. So who knows what'll happen. Grab something.
Can I have a sip of your drink?
It's berry. I smell the berry.
I'll try a sip. I forgot to bring water.
I got water here too.
Oh, I'll take some water.
Yeah.
I forgot to get a water. Thank you.
Yeah. That's the berry. Smell the berry.
It's very sweet.
Like my love for you.
Aww. Barf.
Bear. So we got about 50. We put together. We took the GoPro out.
We did bring the GoPro with us to the flea market.
And you shot a bunch of stuff.
And I shot a bunch of video. So James chopped down the video to about 15 minutes, and the video is muted, so we could talk over like what we're looking at the flea market and explain some things, and then we could show the haul.
Yeah. So let me know when you want to do that, because I'm going to have to like do this on the fly here. It's going to be a little messy.
Well, go ahead and get it started.
All right, you guys ready?
And I'll read Nora's comment real quick. I already saw it. You could have.
Okay.
She said, I can't imagine getting up at 5 a.m. on a Sunday.
Well, just one day. I mean, this is not every Sunday. This is once a month.
Yeah, it's not every Sunday. Some of the indoor flea markets are like one weekend a month during the winter time. Certain counties in Ohio will have like a flea market at the fairgrounds.
I should be able to just drop this in right into and let's see what happens.
Okay,
ready?
Let's see if it plays.
Let's see what happens. But there it is. There we go. And I'll just make it fit the screen. Oh, here we are, everybody. We're on our way to the flea market. Actually, we're already inside, and this is some stuff that you were looking at.
Yeah, I was looking at some of those, and they had everything pieced out like $3 a piece, $5 a piece, which aren't bad prices. But usually when I pick up Barbie stuff, I buy it in like a lot, like a box lot or a bag of random things for like a flat fee. So I just didn't really want to mess with it because I already have a lot of Barbie stuff right now.
So there's a bunch of cheapy stuff for $1 a piece. Was that anything you picked up there?
It had some costume jewelry pieces, but nothing was marked and it wasn't really for me. So I looked a little bit, got a little bit of video, and I think I ended up walking away from this table. That's a party light little candle holder there.
Yeah.
I mean, some cute things, like some Christmassy things. Some people buy a lot of the Christmas stuff and flip it, and I have before. But I didn't feel like lugging all that around or messing with it at this time.
So initially when we went this morning, we were like, we're just going to get small things that we can pack very small and send so that, there's a loop right there.
Yeah.
There two different ones. That's for photography, the one on the table.
Yeah, I ended up buying that loop.
Yeah, the other one on the table, that's usually for photography.
For photos,
but it's pretty neat. We talked about like only buying small things that would be easy to ship.
Being choosy, yeah.
Well, that kind of went out the window.
Well, when good deals happened, I couldn't say no to these great deals.
Right, because we have that uncanny ability to be able to see as far as the way we think anyway, that we could see profit in some of these things. And that's the whole point of it, right? I mean, we are looking. This is the way we make our living. We're not ripping it. We're not trying to get over on anybody. We're trying to earn a living. So that we need that instinct and those skills and that knowledge, as they say, to be able to discern what might be worth something and what might not.
That is a cool knife, though. I just noticed that it has like a cat head on it.
We wanted 25 bones for it.
25, and I don't really know knives, so I mean, maybe to someone that's a great deal, but to me, it means nothing because I don't really deal in knives.
Yeah, and $25 could be a great price, especially if that thing was worth like 150 or 200. I mean, it would be great.
Sometimes pocket knives I'll sell, or like the little gadget, like the ones that are on like what are those called? Like the
with the Swiss knives, Swiss Army knives.
That has like like the can opener and all the little gadgets.
Knives,
yeah. Every now and then I'll sell some of those, but
yeah,
you know, it's not like a thing for me. I don't really deal in that stuff.
Yeah. Plus,
I'm really clumsy. I'd probably like end up, getting a paper cut or something.
Yeah.
So there's like knickknacks there.
Just a little bit of people butts in here, not much.
Yeah. So a lot of little like knickknack things, and I was looking through there. I would be checking out that knife faux show, says John. Yeah, it looked cool, but I didn't notice it until after,
Just till now.
Just till now, when we're looking at the video.
Yeah, there's no going back to that.
Because I was focused on other things there, like scanning for certain things I look for. Some vintage there. I was looking at that elephant, and after looking at it for a few minutes, I did end up buying it. The ladies at the table that were working those tables were telling me all about it. There was an older lady there that she said that was hers from back in the day.
What's nice is it has both of the elephants. Usually those things are missing if they have the dogs, like with the two puppies or.
Yeah, it's super cute. It's marked Japan. It has the big eyes. I think it had like a few chips. I did buy it for $5.
Oh, you bought that thing?
Yeah, I did buy that elephant for $5.
So really quick, John, about the knife. Is there anything that you can let us know what you think the knife might be about? I mean, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if there's certain knives to look for, certain brands.
But that particular one, let's ask him about. Is that something he knows anything about at all? Just curious.
Yeah, share it in the comments.
Yeah. And anybody else, if there's anything that you see as we're showing this little stroll through the flea market, if there's any kind of like, hey, you should have picked that up, or that's really good right there, or, just feel free to mention that in the comments.
Yeah, James is there with a box of action figures. Did you end up buying any of those?
Not at all, no.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
They were just too generic. The only one I thought was cool was that one with the little gun in the holster, but
he says no, he just likes them.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe he just liked the style of it. It did have a cool look to it.
A panther head on it. Okay.
Now, I'm at this other table. There's little trolls there. I have sold troll dolls before, but those aren't really much of anything. These Avon things are really cute. The Small World figures, they're like perfume bottles or bubble bath bottles or something. And I love that they have kind of like an anime look, like a 1960s mod look. But when I looked them up real quick on my phone, the solds weren't that great. There's not many of them that have actually sold. So for a collector person, that would look cute sitting on a shelf.
Hello, collector person.
It just wouldn't be good for me to resell, so I decided not to get them.
Oh, now here's where the gold starts.
Yes.
Where you're digging with the shovel and you hear the tink.
Yeah.
Tink. Or you're sifting through the sand, the silt in the river, and you're seeing little glimmers in the pan, in the sifter.
So these dolls are from the late 60s, early 70s. They're made by Topper Dawn. It was Dawn and her friends. They were like little mini, like 6-inch fashion dolls, around 6 to 8 inches tall. They weren't very tall. They were smaller than Barbie. And everything, like all their accessories are very miniature. And it's difficult to find the Dawn dolls and the little accessories and the clothing pieces. So I'm looking through this. I was talking with the one gal working there and the gentleman. I think it might have been a father-daughter thing. Where they were working the booth together, and they're local people. Turns out we shopped at their yard sale before.
I mean, I knew we were,
And they're really nice people. We've bought collectibles from them before, and he's a dealer, but
drug dealer.
No, he's a collectible dealer. And he sells mostly at flea markets and yard sales.
He sells a lot of paper, which is when you see here paper and reselling, that's postcards and things like that. Magazines, postcards. Anything that's been printed, obviously, on paper.
Yeah, so there's some antique Valentines there, Victorian Valentines, some old Cleveland postcards. You're looking at a Brook Shields fashion doll there. Some really neat paper stuff, and you could tell he had more value. He valued the paper collectibles more. He's showing me this Barbie doll style.
Right now, I picked up the Brook Shields doll. And I said, and I left that one for Janet because I'm like, she'll definitely want to take a look at that.
And he's showing me that this doll styling head is new. Like even though the box is opened, the doll was never taken out or actually used.
Yeah, it's complete.
The hair is there. All the pieces are there.
Which is very rare for Barbie stuff, obviously.
Yeah, and then I'm just showing you guys the antique Valentines. Since Valentine's Day is coming up soon, and I thought those were really cute.
So more of the paper stuff.
He had those like priced higher. Like if I was able to get a box of them really cheap, I may have purchased them because people do buy the old paper things online.
Yeah, and this is stuff I'll find like when we go to flea markets. Like someone will have a box of this stuff,
Yeah.
And they'll want to just get rid of it because it's usually from a clean out. Rarely is it from a relative. It's usually clean out stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no sentimental value to them. They just want to get rid of it.
And some of that stuff does sell online. It's just it doesn't sell right away. Sometimes it takes a longer period of time to sell them. I'm looking at the retro puffy stickers there. They're really cute. Those are like stickers from the 80s.
Yeah, I was eyeballing those too.
The chipmunks. I should have asked, looking back, I should have asked what he wanted for them because I know those sell online.
You dropped a lot of money at his
But I already, bought a lot of other things from him.
Now, here's where I may have done good. Not with this. I did buy that, by the way, that kitty book, but not with that either. But that's something I was excited to find because I had this exact same sticker book as a kid when I was born in '69, so that was really fun to see that. But there's something from that table that I picked up that could be really good.
And this was another vendor's table that was talking to us. Nice person.
The guy that was hitting on you?
He was just being friendly, maybe flirty.
Sniffing around.
But I'm like, I'm here with the hubby shopping. Yeah.
Blow off. Now
he wasn't.
Here's another good spot for you in today.
Yeah, there's me looking at this mountain of shiny things.
And this is right after I picked her up off the ground from fainting. And this is my Nirvana. I got all this stuff for $20. It's basically a bunch of junk, right? Or it looks like it, but I guarantee you there's gonna be some paper in that box, and there's me hauling away my tub o ship.
Yeah, you got that whole box for $20.
$20, yeah. Actually, he wanted $5 for the paper and $20 for the stuff that was in there, and I said $20 for all. He said, yeah, boom.
There's another table there that had some nice designer perfume. Burberry, and the other one is Dune by Christian Dior. She said that the perfumes were $3 for the big bottles and $1 for the small bottles. So I grabbed the two that looked nicest to me. They looked fancy. Even opened perfume bottles can still have some resale value. And I thought even if I couldn't resell them, they looked like nice perfumes to try out for myself.
Now here's a couple little silver. I don't even know. Are these any good? You got them for $1 a piece?
Wendell August. Those are collectible like metal ornaments. They're like three-dimensional. I think they're pewter ornaments. I was looking through that box because I saw those ornaments and it looked interesting. So I was just seeing if there was anything else that could be good in there. So there's just me kind of skimming through. It just looks like old paper. And then I picked up those ornaments at $1 a piece. And I might lot them up together for like $15 with shipping included. So it's not a high dollar thing, but it's something cute that someone might want for their Christmas tree.
Right. Very good.
And
then there was another table. We didn't get anything from this vendor, but interesting rustic stuff.
Just had some cool like rustic things.
And then Wally books, you know.
And then a lot of neat books. So I just thought I'd, video that a little bit.
Yeah, just for visual interest, for your pleasure out there, for your viewing pleasure out there.
With some of our videos in the past, people were saying we didn't focus enough on the stuff. So I wanted to do some close-ups on some of the items there.
Going back, some of that blacksmithing stuff might have been good to pick up those books.
And then those are decals.
Now this is back to the table I got my $20 worth of stuff from. And I saw those. I didn't even look into them, but you saw them. And I said you should get those because those are made by a studio called Roach. And they did, in the old 70s comics, 70s and 80s comics, especially the 70s, they had iron-on patches. Those are glitter iron-on patches, and I'm pretty sure they're from the late 70s. That, well, excuse me, is a Steve Martin line.
Nice.
The comedian. Well, excuse me.
Well, and then there were also some old, like, puzzle books, crossword puzzle books. I
used to do those as a kid.
Yeah, some of those were, like, retro.
Yeah.
So I was just looking through them.
Those books would come with a pen, usually.
Yeah.
That had like this like invisible ink in it. It was kind of a yellowish clear. And you would rub off the answers. I remember those.
Toy Painter says that Polesti book would have been cool. Okay, so maybe I should have picked up one of the books.
See? And then we have you guys helping. See, it's all about the knowledge now.
So maybe we missed some things.
It'll be there next time, I'm sure.
I'm sure there'll be other books.
Yeah, Polesti.
There's always going to be stuff.
Mm-hmm. Thank
so,
goodness.
There's more jewelry thingies. I was just seeing what was there. I don't recall buying anything from this table. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to see what was there. 25 cents is a great price for costume jewelry. And every now and then, I find some neat things from that one vendor there.
But you don't want to be stuck with a bunch of stuff that will not sell. So.
Exactly.
No matter what it costs.
Some neat, like, old books there, some gadgets and things.
Now, these guys always have cool stuff. You see that eyeball on the table? I bought that. That is a nightlight. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Nice.
It's wild looking.
There's a brooch I was looking at there that looked kind of neat. Yeah. Just kind of seeing what was there because the guys at that table said everything on the table was 2 for $5.
Yes. $3 a piece or 2 for $5. So I bought $13 worth of stuff there. I bought this thing right here. This crisscross, what's this thing called? It's the weirdest.
A stropper?
Stropper.
Stropper. Stropper?
Stropper, I think it's called.
But so anyway, it's a thingy you use to sharpen your
razors,
your shaving blades.
For those refillable razor blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gillette razor type thing.
I was looking at the Mickey Mouse keychain there because it was vintage, but I decided not on it. And then I was looking at that. It's a He-Man mini comic book.
It's not a comic book.
It's not?
It's I think it's a catalog for toys, right?
Oh, like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
So originally it probably came with one of the toys.
But it's for something called the Rock People. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that could be good.
It might be really good. So for
at the time, I thought,
Yeah, you're still woozy over your other purchases.
Yeah, because I made a bunch of other purchases prior to that. So I was a little more careful.
It's a weird thing because once you get that little bit of a high, you get like lost in the whole, like, what if this is worth it? You kind of have to bring yourself in. It's tough.
And then there's a bunch of cool old camera equipment there, like 35mm Canon cameras. The camera stuff, if it's cheap enough, I'll pick it up. But at the time, I didn't want to mess with it.
And these are cool. These are repops. Well, so are those in a way. But those robots weren't actual authentic tin robots from the day. Those were repops. But
yeah,
they were
some
cool.
reproductions, some like train model pieces and parts. That table was a little more high priced, so I don't believe we bought anything from him.
Yeah, we're getting to the end here. And this is like another couple of our favorite vendors. It was a husband and wife couple. We've gotten some tremendous stuff from. And I picked up this little, it's not a bank, it's a little mechanical guy that rolls dice out of and Janet bought a new butter knife right there.
Yeah, there's a knife for you.
Anyway, that's it. Boom. It comes right back to us. Be careful what you're doing. Oh, hey, oh.
I know, I was sitting here like playing with my
Your what?
My jeans.
I better finish that sentence up quick.
my cuff of my jeans, and then I forgot we were going back on.
But yeah, there's a little abbreviated segment of our about 2-hour outing today this morning.
Yeah, that's 2 hours of us walking around the flea market condensed down into 15 minutes.
And we got McDonald's for breakfast.
We did. It was magical. And McDonald's coffee is so good.
Y'all know.
So good.
Y'all know.
All right, so what did we spend today?
I got my numbers.
I spent a total of $152.
Wow, really?
152. I thought it was a little less. I thought originally it was like 140. I spent 152.
Wow. I spent a grand total of $108. I had 124 on me and I had $16 left over. I couldn't do the math, so I pulled my trusty calculator out on my trusty cell phone and figured it out that way, okay? Don't make fun of me. But you can, I don't care.
A big item I purchased was
breakfast.
That too. But no, this Barbie Beauty set.
Oh, you're starting off with boom.
Boom. Start off with that. So this I got with those Dawn dolls that were in the basket. I paid $100 for everything. Now this, he had it 35 and then he told me 28. He told me 75 on the Dawn dolls. I'm just like, well, how about 100 for both?
Right, because it would have been $3 off.
It's only $3 off because I thought, 25, that's fair because this is a new condition.
No, 28 he charged you for that.
No, 20.
Nope, he said, remember that you did the math. He said 35 on that, and he goes 35.
No, I'm telling you, I paid 100 for everything.
Yes, because he took off the $3 from the.
So 25.
Well,
because the Dawn dolls were 75, this was 25.
Yes,
so
he went. So he went even lower because you bought more, right?
Yes.
So how many Dawn dolls were in there?
4, with all the little
It
clothing.
like way more than that in there.
With all the clothes and the accessories.
So the little bags were accessories.
Well, show something you picked up, and then hold on.
Well, from that same fella, I picked this up. I picked up the Brook Shields fashion doll, the world's most glamorous teenage doll. And I told you, I told you I'd be with Brook Shields one day.
Yeah, now you're with Brook Shields.
There she is. She was
now you could say you're with a celebrity.
A few years older than me. This is a KB toy.
Oh.
But I looked this up. I paid $18 for this. And before I bought it, though, I looked it up really quick. Someone does have one on eBay right now for like $80.
Wow.
So 18 into maybe $70 if I get 70, 75 and maybe even do free shipping because it's not that
Now,
big.
does the doll have the same eyebrows?
They don't connect, but pretty much they're real bushy.
She had them big eyebrows.
That was one of Brooke's things.
But that was the style then.
She had a lot of hair on her face. Yeah, nobody who cared. It was Brooke.
It's cute.
And she dated Michael Jackson, remember that?
Nora says I had that Brooke doll when I was younger.
Well, yeah, they're worth a little bit of money now. This is from 1980, 82. Draugr.
Say it right. Sorry. Draugr says, I spy with my little eye that Filimili that you got. It's a great buy. Became more popular after it was featured in the Annabelle Comes Home movie.
Oh, I never saw that, so that's why.
So
this
it
is
was
worth
in
so
that
much.
movie.
Oh, okay.
So then people want that.
So it must be something where they put the hand in the box
and then it creeps someone out or
it might
gets
get somebody.
Yeah.
Cut their hand off. Who knows? Aha! That's why I'm like, why is that thing? Because I'll tell you about Filimili in a minute.
I'll just tell them now. Now that we're talking about
Are you done with your Barbie?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If people saw Barbie, we're good.
So Filimili. Unfortunately, it is not complete. I think there's a couple pieces missing from it. Filimili is a game that you can play when you're married or when you're not. No, you can because it's for everybody.
It's such a weird looking thing.
They were going to call this third base, but
it looks so wrong.
But Filimili sounded better.
I love the artwork on the box too.
The artwork is the best. Here, hold it up. See, I didn't know that about Annabelle. We haven't seen those new
ones. We didn't see the newest
one. The box
one.
has some damage, unfortunately. Lowered a little bit. Just lowered a tiny bit. Yeah, that's good. So it's a bunch of adults sticking their hands in boxes.
Sticking their hands in things.
So, yeah, basically what you do, this is the game box right here, right? You can move that now.
Okay.
And there's holes in there. These like felt holes. It's been played with a lot, you can tell. But you put your hand in there, and inside, well, there's cards. I think you have to pick a card. You have to feel around and find the spoon. Like, if you can pick the spoon, you got to find the spoon. And they have, that might be easy, but then they have cards. They have, 2 different cards.
So you have to, look for those things.
I think this is missing. If there was a spider. No, there was not a spider. It might be complete. I have to see what the contents are. I thought a spider was a part of this as well. But anyway, everything seems to really be here. Which is interesting. I found that a lot of old games we buy, no matter where from, they're complete. It's like people took care of their stuff and they just maybe they play with it a few times and just throw it all back and it's done.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Puzzles are a different story, but games seem to, for the most part, be complete. I don't know why. I might repair this box a little bit with a little white glue or something. I don't know, but when I look, so before I bought this, because again, I'm so tired of getting stuck with stuff that looks cool, but
then doesn't sell.
But that's not worth anything or doesn't sell. These are crazy. So because of the Annabelle movie, I guess, yeah, like potentially this could be. I paid $6 for this and a couple other things. $6. Even if I got $40 for this, but actually they're selling for like $150.
Whoa!
Complete, and even more if they're even better condition. So if I got $75 for this, I'm a happy man. I mean, all day long.
That's great.
So yeah, and here's another option. Say I didn't want to ship this big box, and I would hate to waste this and not do anything with it and sell it as it is. But people piece out the parts.
You could sell the parts
because it comes with, like I said, a bunch of little
toy things.
Yeah, they're all like these little toys. Like there's a cow, there's a goat. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a serving tray. Like little, they probably got all like doll stuff that was related to this company. You know, they just a pair of little plastic false teeth. You can't barely see that.
That's funny.
Weird stuff. But that was my favorite thing I got as far as for the price.
Cool. We've got Swamp Picker here. He says hello, Janet and James. Hey, Swamp Picker.
Hey, Swampy.
And Swamp Picker is a fellow YouTuber. If you have some new videos out, Swampy, we'll have to check him out. I haven't seen his videos in a while. So I've got a bunch of stuff in this tote here.
I'll put Brooke there so people can.
There you go.
Instead of looking at me.
They can stare at Brooke.
Now we got two pretty ladies here and not just this thing.
I got some vintage swimsuits.
Ooh, now see, I thought those were really neat. None of our Jansen though. They're a Speedo.
This is a vintage lady's Speedo.
Yeah, I think that you're gonna do interestingly well with those. This
looks like it's from maybe the 70s. If I had to guess, 70s or 80s. That's kind of fun. I think it's a size large. And then this has no markings, but it looks really cute and retro, and it's got the Canadian maple leaves on it. So it's a Canadian ladies
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh my, Canada.
To me, it looks like one of those like pinup girl swimsuits. It's really cute.
From what era?
I paid $5 for 3. There was some little.
You didn't buy those little shorts?
I did. I'm trying to find them.
I tried to find them, but nothing happened.
And then I got these little vintage like booty shorts from the 60s.
Put them on.
No, they would need washed. It says. Oh, I can't read that name, but it says Cleveland Sports Goods, Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
So maybe they were like little athletic shorts?
Maybe.
But I got all of those for $5, and I just thought they were fun. Sometimes I do sell vintage clothing. These are the decals that I got for $1.
Yeah.
For 3 of them.
And
you suggested I buy them because you had luck in the past selling vintage decals.
Iron-ons, which are even...
Are these iron-ons?
No, but the paper iron-ons.
Pressure-sensitive glitter decal.
It is an iron-on, yes. A heat transfer.
For notebooks, mirrors, walls, windows, books, stationery, lunch boxes.
Even different.
A friend's forehead. Anything that doesn't move. Anything that stands still long enough.
Whoa, okay.
Steamer trunks, elephant trunks, tree trunks, foot lockers, school lockers, dog houses, cat houses, chicken coops, fish tanks, Sherman tanks, etc., etc.
Etc.
It says made in the USA, Roach Inc., Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, Roach made a really cool iron-on transfers like that. So I had no idea. So those are actually decals, which might be even better.
Cool. And then I got for $10 a bunch of costume jewelry. And some of them have, like, this is really cool. I think I'm going to try to sell these for $30. No, $30. Oh. Timex Cavatina. It's like a lady's Timex watch with little watch faces and extra bands and stuff. So that's kind of cool. And
Cavatina, isn't that like when you go to, when you're down in Mexico and your tooth hurts, you go to the dentist because you have a cavatina?
Oh boy.
And he helps you out with that?
You're confused.
No?
Yeah, no. And then a bunch of different keychains that look like car logos. Is that Oldsmobile or something? I've sold vintage car keychains in the past. So I got a bunch of those, like a handful of them. This is marked 925, but I don't know if it's real silver or not. It looks like it might be. This is cool. It's an LA.
Well, could something be marked 925 and not be real? I mean,
it could be fake.
You could put that on anything.
Totally. It could be fake. You have to get it tested. LA gear. That's like a 1980s
or La Gear
vintage watch.
If you're in France, La Gear.
And then like vintage Christmas brooches, like little Christmas tree pins. $10 for a whole pile of stuff, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be fun to go through.
What were those cars? It says Plymouth.
Plymouth, okay.
What'd you say? Dodge?
Oldsmobile.
Oh.
I didn't recognize the logo.
You lose your
I'm not
car.
I'm not a car person.
Your car fan club.
But I know I have sold car things, you know, even though I'm not a car person. This is all sparkly and fun. So, ooh, vintage sparkle and bling.
You're not like one of those women that go, what kind of car you drive? A red one.
A red one? No, I'm not that bad.
I know you. I think you know
more men.
more about.
There's some men that aren't car guys.
You know more about cars than I do.
I think I do.
I just know that I drive in one, and then it's black.
Let's see. So this is fun.
Now, why'd you pick that up?
Because
out of curiosity.
Vintage catalogs can sell.
Yes.
And if it's vintage electronics, there's vintage electronic like audiophiles that collect that stuff. And I thought if there's people that collect that stuff, then they might want a book with those things in there.
I was going to buy that.
Yes, this has like stuff about reel-to-reel players, different products you can order, old school VCRs from the 70s.
And those are priced at $1 a piece.
This was $1, so I'm like, that might be good. I saw another guy too shopping the same table
I wish I would have.
who also bought a catalog.
He must have bought the Olsen one.
And I'm like,
let
me look at some of these.
There was an Olsen one, which is a really like lauded brand of electronics, especially from the 60s, 70s. I should have picked that up, but I didn't.
And then, so there was one vendor where he had everything in a baggie for $2, like $2 for a baggie. Here's, like vintage doll clothes for $2. And some of these look like they're from, well, that's definitely from the 70s. Like,
Nora would like to know if you sold your Kotex.
If I sold what?
The vintage Kotex you had for sale.
Oh, yeah, that sold a year or two ago. Yeah.
Well, I forgot to ask the whole question.
Was that a real? Oh, okay, that was a real question.
Nora wanted to know if you sold. I
thought you were trying to make a joke or something.
No, who, me?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, I had one from the 1950s that sold.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the strangest things can sell on eBay. Vintage, vintage healthcare products or personal products.
Personal hygiene.
Personal hygiene products.
Hygiene, how are you? Like anyone named Gene does anyone go hygiene?
This guy, I don't know.
How'd you buy that?
His eyes are cute, and he's 1960s.
You can't see his eyes.
Well, he's a monk, and he was $3. He's like a vintage piggy bank. Sometimes I can sell the vintage banks. I'm like, you know what, let me give it a try. He's cool.
He is neat.
And then somewhere in here is that elephant, but that's okay. You saw it in the video. If I can't find him.
Someone said there is value in old catalogs. Yeah, I've sold some stuff too, catalogs. I don't know. I just wasn't vibing on that. I should have, though.
Oh, and here's the Dawn dolls. I picked up all the Dawn dolls.
Those are really cute.
Yeah.
And those will sell quickly.
They're super cute. All the little outfits and everything.
Yeah. Doll stuff seems to be...
I do well with doll things. Yeah. I do very well with the dolls. And a lot of people don't see it as something...
Yes, they do. Are you kidding me?
Well, some do, some don't.
But this comes down to the...
I did have to pay up for this. Right. But I thought it was still a fair price.
So I'm going to ask...
I paid $75 for this bag of dolly things.
And do you think that's a good price for those?
I think it's fair. It's kind of high. It's kind of spendy for me.
But there's meat on the bone.
But I think there's wiggle room there for me to still make something on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's what it's all about. See, I wouldn't know. I would be like this too much. But I don't know much about Dawn dolls. There you go. Nearly anything.
And then more little weird trinkets. But why don't you show some stuff?
Oh, this fits me almost. Hey, what's up?
Oh, so you bought a hat?
I bought a hat, but I got this. Well, they threw it in with. I bought something else from that couple. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh my god.
What else did you get?
Heavy, man. So
is that like a sailor?
Oh, here's your Jenga.
Oh, and I bought Jenga for $1. Vintage Jenga made in the USA. I don't think these sell for much, but it was only $1, and it's in the box new. And I'm like, well, that's cool.
It's a military hat. I looked it up. It's some kind of a. I looked up the symbol online. Oh no. Is this other dice gone? Oh, that's a. Oh, there it fell. That's it. These aren't the original dice anyway. The original die. This hat actually fits my big head. I can't believe it. Almost 7.5. So I should look this up. It's a craps shooter. Okay. This is an old tin toy. This reminds me of that Frankenstein one that you sold a while back. Remember that one we got from Ralph?
Oh yeah.
So look.
Oh, that's great.
He shakes it up and we rolled a 9. Up. Shake them up, baby. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Ooh,
he's really loud.
That's all right. His little mouth moves.
I think he could terrify the cats.
So he shakes up the dice for you then. He pours them in the thing. We have an 11. So I did not look this up, but he charged me $25 for this, and it works. Unfortunately, he did lose some money, some fake money.
What brand is he?
Look up Crag Stan.
Crag Stan?
CRAGSTAN. Crap shooter. Cragston.
Okay.
And he was going on how he looked these up, how they're worth a lot of money.
He might have just been
blowing my whistle.
Probably. But that's okay. Let's take a look.
Well, it's been a while, so I'll take it.
How much did you pay for him?
$2,600.53.
Oh, is that all?
$25 for this, the hat, and a little plane, tin plane.
Well, one sold for $10.
$10? But does it work?
Another one with the box sold for $78. He doesn't have the box, but I'm thinking you could probably sell him between $30 and $40.
Okay, well, that's not. But this actually might be worth a little bit.
Another one went for $29.99 with the best offer.
Okay. So I got
one went for $45.
And
it looks like, they put in battery tested. So it looks like originally he would hold a cigar.
Oh, because.
And it looks like there's another eBay seller that put money in his hand also.
Yeah.
So it looks like sometimes he might have been holding money, sometimes he might have been holding a cigar.
So I got ripped off. I broke even.
What'd you pay for it?
$25.
$25?
But they threw the hat in, which they wanted $2 for, and a little tin plane, which is around here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, some people are asking $100 or more for them, but the solds are like,
Not so they're not like hundreds of dollars.
They're okay. So you might get 40 to 50 out of them.
But this hat might be good too.
But that hat's pretty fun.
So now let's do something on live on the air. So go to your Google Lens.
Okay.
And Google Lens this little.
Lens that hat.
Piece. Not the hat. Just this.
Just that envelope.
Yeah, because that's what I did, and it was interesting.
Okay.
It should bring up something.
U.S. Army Military Police?
Yes.
So it's a military police hat.
Yeah, this is a real hat. It's really heavy and cool.
Is it made out of wool?
No, it's Midway Cap Company, unless that's it says out of Chicago.
Someone has one on Etsy, but I don't know if they'll get that price.
What do they want for it?
$121, but I don't know if it's the same exact one.
Well, I don't know either, but I thought I'd take a chance. So.
Actually, that's pleather.
Yeah, easy with that. You're pressing really hard on it.
Sorry, I was just feeling the material.
It's not wool.
It's like a pleather, like a vinyl material.
Yes, but that's a metal pin in there. It's not plastic.
So it was poking your head?
No. But it's not plastic, I said.
Okay.
A little poke in my head. Poking me, Mom.
All right. So yeah, and then I have more bags of trinkets.
This hat feels serious. It's got a nice little weight to it.
I'm sure it was. To the person who had that profession, it was very serious.
I mean, it feels real, like heavy duty.
More like jewelry, random little stuff.
I don't really care because we bought some stuff off of those people for like nothing and made a lot of money off some of that stuff. So paying them back.
That's okay. I mean, you could still sell it. It just won't sell for as much
I'll
as you
sell it.
As much as you thought.
I'll sell it. I didn't know. I just bought. I kind of blind bought it. I mostly bought it because of the hat.
Okay, I already showed that one.
So,
what are you going to show next?
You can't really see these, but from the guy that you got the catalog from, in that same bin of like keychains, get these ornaments.
West Side Market
and
ornament.
They're all Cleveland. This one says Hale Farm and Village. This one is Museum of Art. Look at that.
Oh, those are nice.
This one says Municipal Stadium, so it's a Cleveland. This is the stadium's gone.
So there's like Cleveland, Ohio ornaments.
So this is the old Cleveland Municipal
They're
Stadium.
made out of pewter.
They're nice, right? On the back it says Seasons Greetings. With
they're kind of cool.
50 cents each. I think they're worth it.
For 50 cents each in the box?
Yeah, I think that's a get. So I think that I can actually.
I mean, even if they go for like
money.
10 or 15, it's still
could be
money.
40, $50 right there.
You could probably maybe lot them up if you wanted to.
Yeah, they're all Cleveland. And Christmas sells all year around usually.
Christmas and Halloween seems to sell year round.
So, yeah, and if it doesn't now, it'll be up and ready for next September when people start buying Christmas.
Here's the elephant.
Easy.
Don't break. Don't
Nice.
break. But there's the elephant and the baby elephants.
Those are cute. And
I
they're
got
complete.
that for $5. A few little minor chips, but the eyes are really cute. Those big eyes and the pink and purple is kind of fun. It's very 50s.
So from the same dude I got those ornaments from, and that you got the catalog from. I did buy this Beatles thing book. It says Growing Up with the Beatles. It looks like some kid wrote it. Who's this kid?
It looks like a young person.
Ron Schaumburg.
Probably a young person that was a big fan.
But what's cool is that it looks like it has a poster in the middle that was not removed, and that's usually pretty good especially with the Beatles or something like that. If there was some sort of book that was released and it had some sort of insert or poster, those are usually taken out and hung up. Matter of fact. I sold some magazines a while back. They were Ninja magazines from the 1980s, and
yeah, you did really good with those.
Oh my God! I mean, those were going for like $120 a piece. I bought like 5 or 6 of them. It was crazy for like $2 a piece. I didn't know. Well, I did know. That's why I did look it up. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get these. But look, that's what he wanted for them. Anyway, but those sold because of the poster that was involved. So I don't know what this poster is, but it's probably this thing on
probably the Beatles if it's a book about
the Beatles.
Beatles.
It's probably the front image.
If I had to guess what poster
I'm sure it's the Beatles.
It would be a Beatles poster.
It's on a Van Halen poster in the middle of there?
No.
Justin Bieber poster, you think?
No.
No?
It would not be like...
Billie Eilish? It's not her?
It wouldn't be her. I've got a ketchup packet in there.
Oh, ketchup.
This is funny. It's like one of those gag gifts.
Oh, you bought that?
Yeah, it's a charm bracelet and it says "I love you."
Your love?
Hot, warm, cool, frigid, and it's I guess it's supposed to check your temperature. It's like a Valentine's, like a gag gift type of thing. It's just a funny little gift.
I'm laughing my.
Like one of those vintage gag gifts.
I'm laughing my.
And like weird old charm bracelets. Like this has a whistle on it. But yeah, when you find little baggies of that for like only $1 or $2, that's awesome. It's just fun little stuff that you could list. Not everyone that shops online spends like $100. Sometimes they want to go online and buy vintage, but maybe they only have $15 to spend.
This is true.
So sometimes that little stuff adds up. I've been going through and listing He-Man and She-Ra and all those little figurines the past few weeks, and VHS, and those do sell. It's not high dollar, but it sells. So that's always good.
This is interesting. Okay, so I didn't know what this was, but I thought it was very, very cute. It's probably it is an obscure game. Wow, look at this. So I hope this is all there is to it, because it would be nice to have it complete, because I've never. This is kind of so. This was from the same guy got the Filimili. It's a game called Bug. It's got such a 1920s, 1930s.
So it's a really old game.
So if you look on the inside, like Prince wrote the liner notes because it says "You" in the big letter capital U, like Prince would do. You roll the bug dice, and I will mark down the bug parts for you. Anyway, it's like a little die game, and the dice are pretty neat. It's like Cootie or something. They're like 4 little wooden die, and it's 2 of them have the numbers, you know, a number die. And other ones have like head, eye, feeler.
Oh wow.
Body. So I guess you have to build a bug, like a little bug. But this looks so cool. Here, let me read you this little thing. It says, "Get the Bug. Copyright 1932 by B.W. Davis, Leader Building, Cleveland, Ohio." So
a lot of Cleveland stuff we found.
This is a local thing. Probably, it's going to be fun researching this. And sometimes it's fun too. We just, for little challenges and just out of interest to keep this as fun as possible for us, which it hasn't been boring yet. When you come across little things like this, it's kind of fun for research purposes just to find out. And if it's worth something, even a bonus. But I'm just very intrigued by this little
Well, and at the same time, you're not going to be sitting at the flea market for an hour trying to research this little book that you pick up for $1. You think it's cool, so you pick it up for $1, and then you research it later.
This is amazing looking. I love the old-timey sort of hand-drawn graphics on this stuff. And it's really neat. Pretty cool. So I'm just interested in this. I got way more stuff too, but
if you want to show a few more things, we can. But it's almost 4 already.
Oh my God.
So I'm thinking let's wrap this up soon, and then we could talk about Mummy and the Monkey things.
I threw a lot of stuff out there. I don't know what else I got. I got this one thing might be interesting for people to see. Oh, where's the eyeball?
But yeah, our sales have been up. We have been listing more things on eBay, putting the time into doing more listings, and it is starting to pay off. So we're really grateful for that. And what's great is if you're listing in one category, like the video, like the VHS tapes, the action figures, and you have a ton of other VHS tapes and action figures, you could put in the description, hey, I've got other figurines in my eBay store. I have other jewelry pieces in my eBay store.
Yeah.
So maybe people will look under those categories and see what else you have.
Yeah, I had a guy, I was listing CDs last night, and I had a guy ask me some rap stuff, and actually they did sell last night as soon as I listed them. Asked me if I had any more rap CDs. So people, some people just directly ask you if you have more of this or that. Here's something we could show this. Is not anything. But this was really cool. I guess somebody was a firefighter because they had a lot of there was a clean out that the guy did, but they had a lot of firefighter trinkets and stuff like that. Little figurines and
decorative things. Yeah, and that's one of them.
This I thought was incredibly
It's very
great.
strange.
Well, it's by it's 1983, so it's not super old. Universal Statuary. Universal Statuary. I have some pieces on my eBay store by this Native American piece they did and everything. But anyway, I just thought that was really very. I don't know why. Firefighter rescuing.
And why does the firefighter look like Super Mario?
I don't know, but he looks happy, and she looks enamored with him for saving her.
My hero.
She was in the shower, and there was really nothing. I don't know what's going on there, but I love it. I thought it was pretty neat. $2 on this, so I'm sure this has got to be something.
It's so funny.
I'm hoping it is. It's not even. I thought it was chalkware at first. No, it's like some kind of resin or plastic. Very light.
It's very tacky.
Anyway, that's basically what I picked up. I mean, and again, I got my work cut out of me for that big lot of just ship.
I
can't wait.
I have all those little doll pieces and parts. I have all these little jewelry pieces and parts. Keychains. So it's stuff we could go through this winter.
Yes.
During the week and in between working on the show, because we have a new show coming up this Friday. Episode 152 of the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Right.
And we're still thinking about a movie for this Friday. Originally, we wanted to play a werewolf movie last Friday. And we had some work that we had to do this week.
Yeah, life gets.
Life happens.
Y'all know how it is out there.
Life happens, and so we just you couldn't realistically put the sound effects.
Not the way I would want to do it now.
In the movie.
So we're able to pivot.
So instead, we played a few episodes of One Step Beyond.
And people loved it.
And that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It still worked out.
Look, you're hanging out with the Mummy and the Monkey. It's always going to be a good time. Doesn't matter. I mean, we could be sitting there picking our noses for 2 hours, and it would be fun.
No.
Yes, it would.
No. I think people would not. No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, yes. No, I don't know.
No one would want to see that for 2 hours. That'd be really boring.
I was making a joke, okay? Miss Literal. I always call her Drax, like from the the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm picturing us just
super literal
for 2 hours.
Because everything goes over his head. Nothing can go over my head. I'm too fast, and I will catch it. It's like, oh yeah.
I am that way.
Even that.
Many times.
Even that doesn't. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Episode 152 of the Hairy Scary Hangout will be this Friday night at 9:45 Eastern Time.
I could fit in the studios. Yeah.
With the live chat and everything. So that's gonna be fun. We have ideas for new skits. Not sure if we'll get to film a new skit this week.
Skits?
New. Oh. New skit.
I was hoping nude skits.
No, we can't do that.
Well, we can, but we just have to blurb everything out.
No.
Someone says I would be really good on the set.
Oh, don't break it.
Oh, I broke it. This thing is made it. Oh, there's a gold in here.
Bobby says Valentine's Day theme movie and on the Hangouts.
That's another week from now?
That's Valentine's is next week.
Not this week. Not this Friday.
This Friday will be the 11th.
Right. So
it's very close to Valentine's.
This would be the Valentine's show.
So it would be the Valentine's show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got.
So we're gonna have to do a Valentine's show.
Gosh darn it! All right. I'll wear my sexiest outfit.
Get the lingerie, Grum.
I'll get my Grimm Gorri lingerie out.
There you go.
My mangerie.
We're gonna have to do a lot of shaving then.
A lot of apescaping. Apescape.
Okay, so we have some video projects in the works for this spring and summer. And then on top of that, there's another video project we're waiting to hear back on. Wow. There's a company that runs a convention that might be starting up something really cool. And they want us to be a part of that something really cool.
Well, and of course we will.
And we want to be. So we're just waiting to hear back for more info on what they would need from us and what deal will work out. But it's going to be something that we've never, like if this goes through, it's going to be something really unique.
What was the first word you used? Unique?
I tried to say unique and it went
Unarno? I like Unarno better. No.
From Buck Rogers. We're on a Buck Rogers kick on Tubi. We've been watching all those like 1970s TV shows on Tubi.
So that's a hangout topic next week, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Hangover.
We could talk about that next.
You love Policewoman now?
Yeah, Policewoman's a good show.
I'm turning around to all these 70s shows.
All these 70s shows I've never seen before.
She just discovered the Buck Rogers remake with Gil Gerard and.
I'm an 80s baby, so some of those 70s shows I did not get to see.
So good. So some of them are so cheesy. The police dramas are really intense, but anyway.
Anyways, so we want to do some filming projects this spring and summer. We're not going to say what it entails, but one of them might be documentary style, a behind the scenes type of thing.
Yes.
But we're going to wait until the weather's a little bit better to like go around and film things because the weather's been really rough here.
You don't want to film stuff in 20 feet of snow?
No, I'd rather not, and like 10 degrees. No, not a fan of that.
Don't scare me.
But in the next, month or two, that one project might pick up. And then in April, we have 2, possibly 3 appearances. So we have Cinema Wasteland. We're going to be at that show. And we're going to be a part of their film festival. And they're going to be playing one of our episodes at their film festival, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
And then we have it's a week or 2 after Cinema Wasteland. There's a film fest at the Lorraine Palace Theater in Lorain, Ohio. And it's a one-day show. They're going to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yep. With the star of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Carolyn Williams.
Yep, and she will be there. And
she'll be there.
We're emceeing the whole show.
And we're going to help host the Q&A with Carolyn. And that's going to be so cool to meet her in real life. Because I'm a big fan of the first 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. So I'm really looking forward to that. And the music will be played on a Wurlitzer organ.
Woo!
And the organ and the Palace Theater are like 100 years old.
I can find it. Let me see.
It's an old haunted looking building. It's just really cool. Oh, there's our...
There we go. There we go. Boop a doop.
Yeah, there's the info there, and the tickets are $25. You get to see the movie. You get to meet Carolyn. You get to stay for the meet and greet. They're gonna have vendor tables there, food trucks. So it's like a day-long thing. For $25, you get entertainment for the day. You can hang out with and visit with us. You can visit with the vendors there. Enjoy the movie. So it'll be a nice event in this cool old haunted theater.
That's right. And I did the poster art for this, so I'll be there. I think I'm able to at least, if not print up the posters, then sign them for sure. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, there's us shopping again.
Why are we up there? Okay.
Oh, sorry. I need coffee. Probably more coffee.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
I'm not used to getting up that early. Not anymore, anyway.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Mummy Monkey rolling along. Gonna hit the bricks tomorrow with working on the show and have something good for Valentine's Day now. I mean, we have a focus, so that's good.
Gary says there's a prequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming on Netflix in a couple of weeks. Yes, so I've heard about that. It does look very interesting. I hope it will be good. Sometimes when you watch these prequels or sequels or reboots or retellings or reimaginings, they end up sucking. So I'm going to go into this and hope for the best. And it's on Netflix, so we already have Netflix. It doesn't cost us anything extra to watch it.
Yeah, it's called the Texas Pencil Sharpener Oopsie. You know, it's not quite a massacre with a chainsaw yet. He has to work his way up.
Yeah.
So very difficult to get your victim's fingers into
He
that.
started with butter knives and spoons,
and
it just didn't work out.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite a massacre. It was more of a mistake. And
those movies are so creepy. Like, even to this day, they're so creepy.
The first one is so great. The original,
Yeah.
the Tobe Hooper one from the 70s is
and I think
by far one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, and what makes it so creepy is that it is based off of Ed Gein, he was a real serial killer, and any of that real life stuff is super gross.
And there's very
super
little gore.
gross.
There's very little gore in that movie. A lot of it's left up to your imagination.
Well, it does have gore, but they don't show like everything.
But
some of it is implied.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's not like the newer movies where they show every, every molecule of blood. I mean, it's like
some of the new movies I'm not really for the the just gross for the sake of being gross. Yeah. Like I like things to be stylized and done in an artful way. I like a good story. Unique characters.
I like the gore. It's just as long as I'm nothing against gore. I mean, I think it's great.
But nothing against gory movies. It's just that some of them I'm not a fan of. The newer ones.
But like when you said just to do it, and then they leave the whole film like up on just the gore and no story.
Because there's some people who are like, oh, I've got my HD camera.
We could say the F word and use a lot of blood.
Yeah, we could swear a lot and use a lot of blood and guts. Okay, that's great. Where's the script? Where's the story? Where's the acting?
Yeah.
Like
F word and B word.
Saying the F word and showing blood splattering everywhere doesn't make for a good story. Like, okay, what else you got? Why is there all of this going on? Why is it? Where? What's going on?
Even if it's like just some random. I mean, there's a way to get that across. I mean, I know it's different sensibilities and things like that, and not to be there. That's not as good as the movies.
Well, I know some people try to do it for that shock value, but that shock factor has been done so many times where I'm like, okay, what else you got? Like, where's the story?
Okay, boomer.
I know. I sound old complaining. I don't want to. You kids, get off my lawn. I don't want to sound like a geezer complaining about bloody, gory movies.
Here's the crazy thing. Most fans of whatever the genre of whatever it is, music, movies, they go in wanting to like the reboots or another, a continuation. They want to like it because they love the original material. Yeah. And then it just kind of goes flat. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. There's been some good stuff that's come out that was continuations of horror movies, and specifically horror movies that were impressive.
Dragor says, watched the new Nightmare on HBO Max last night. Really enjoyed it.
The new, what?
The
Freddy
new
Krueger?
Nightmare, what's it say?
Freddy Krueger?
I don't know. I have to move this to see.
Nude Nightmare?
Nightmare Alley.
Oh, that's the
Nightmare Alley on HBO
Guillermo
Max.
del Toro.
I heard it's good. Yeah, I heard that one's really good.
Bradley Cooper or Rocket Raccoon's in it.
Oh, that one actor. Yeah, I don't remember his name right now.
Bradley Cooper.
Is that his name, Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, he does the voice of Rocket. I said Rocket Raccoon.
I know him as Rocket Raccoon.
Hey.
I'm just bad with actor names sometimes.
He's so dreamy. You don't know Bradley Cooper? He was Jason Momoa before Jason Momoa. Not in the same thing, but he was like the dreamboat.
Okay.
And then Ryan Reynolds came in, and then
well, you're
Jason
my dreamboat.
Aww. If you close your eyes all the way, I look just like Jason Momoa.
Stop that.
Exactly like him. It's weird.
But not all females like Jason Momoa.
Well, I know that. I hope not.
I was more of a David Duchovny fan.
David Duchovny. Duchovny.
Duchovny.
You don't know how to say his name.
Mulder. I was a Mulder fan. X-Files.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought Mulder was cute.
Yeah. Richard Gere liked that guy. Yeah.
All right, guys. So yeah,
some people laugh.
Mummy and the Monkey appearances in April. So we might not do a lot of shows in April, but we are preparing for springtime because we've got some appearances lined up for that.
We do.
This summertime, it's a little up in the air because we've got some family visiting, and that's first priority. So whenever they can come out to see us this summer, we're taking family time off to hang with them. And that's going to be a lot of fun. We miss them. Mm-hmm.
We miss a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of people out there do too. But we're working on getting back, baby. So just everybody hang in there, hang tight. We can get through this all. I think we're pretty much close to some back to the way it used to be, sort of ish, kind of.
Yeah, hopefully things will continue to get better.
The new abnormal. Anyway.
And then we were invited to attend a paranormal fest in August. But I told them we can't commit to, we can't say yes or no at this time because, we're waiting to hear on family stuff. And that's more important right now. But I did say, if we do have to decline, to please keep us in mind for next time. Because it does sound like a fun event.
It does.
And it's going to be at some state park that has some haunted place.
We don't know. We're just gonna...
Beaver Creek State Park or something. It's like in between Youngstown and Pittsburgh. I don't recall the name of the festival right now. It's like something paranormal fest. But yeah, we like attending events and stuff. But sometimes we have to just go a different time. No Monster Bash. We're not going to go to Monster Bash this time around.
Okay.
We did have a few people ask about that one.
Oh.
So, but, maybe one day we'll go back. Mm-hmm. This is not one of those one days.
What about Cinema Wasteland? Nope.
Hey, Bobby. Yeah, we will be at Cinema Wasteland. That is one we will be at. We are booked for that one.
That's our play. We love Cinema Wasteland.
Yeah, that's a fun local show.
Bobby, please. Yeah, of course.
All right, so we'll probably wrap this up in a little bit. So we talked about the flea market stuff.
We took them to the flea market with us.
They went to the flea market with us virtually. We showed some of our haul. We talked about eBay stuff. We talked about show stuff.
And they didn't even need to have a permission slip signed out to go on the field trip with us.
Yeah.
They just had to be here. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Did you have to do that?
Yeah.
Get the permission slip?
Oh, totally.
Permission slip.
To go somewhere. To take a bus trip somewhere.
Like the kid couldn't sign it himself and bring... I mean, how would they know that the parent signed it? They compare the signatures? They got like the FBI in it? It's just stupid.
I don't know.
Bring this on to your parents. And
well, that way if something happens, you could say, well, hey, it was signed. But then... if Junior forged it, then that's on them. I don't know. Junior's in trouble.
I don't think any kids did. I don't remember. But I'm just now as an adult, I think of that like, wow,
Yeah, I think as a kid, most kids were good and like.
They trusted us a lot. They trusted us a lot with stuff.
Now they probably have to confirm everything on Zoom or through text or something.
One time I got in trouble as a kid in elementary school. I forgot what I did. It might have been a fight or who knows, something stupid. Something dumb I did. And the vice principal or whatever was like, now take this home. It was like basically to tell my mom that I did this bad thing. I never gave it to her. And she would ask me, she'd forget. And then like a month would pass. She goes, did you bring that permission slip back to me? I'm like, I'll bring it in tomorrow. That's the ticket. Never brought it in.
And the teacher forgot.
Yeah, the principal.
Oh, the principal.
Or the vice principal or whatever.
Wow.
But I hope that's not on my permanent record. That's all I got to say. Anyway.
I bet you it still is.
That's a good name for there's got to be a company out there like that makes permanent record, right? Gotta be. Anyway, I digress again.
Anyways, we're babbling now. So thank you guys for hanging with us. If you like our haul videos, if you like our Living the Scream podcast here, if you like our movie hosted shows where we go in character, give the video a like, a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button.
Tell James to sit up straight. Okay.
Tell James to sit up straight and stop babbling.
Not slouching in his chair.
And share this with a friend, because the more subscribers and thumbs up we get, the more we can get our videos out there, so people won't miss anything.
Because God forbid they miss this thing.
You don't want to miss it.
You can't miss the Brook Shields.
You can't miss it. No, it's important. Brook Shields said so.
Brooke.
All right, gang. Well, thank you. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for catching the replay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it in the comments below. And on that note,
away we go.
Away we go.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. See you later.
Bye.